It had been exactly 2.5 years since I last visited Montana. I had almost forgotten how the quiet, snow-covered days can settle one's soul. How the red flames of the burning fire are so necessary to warm the red blood that flows through the veins of man and beast. Red, the color of fire, passion, warmth, life, and death. Red, the color of substance, that which we can hold in our hands, the aura of a golden sun reflected upon the earth. Time goes by slowly during these cold gray days. It becomes a time for reflection and a time for learning, a time to look back on the greatness that the world has known, a time to reflect upon one's soul as it is connected to the essence of every life that has come before. Snow and cloud sit as a white veil, white, the non-color that holds all living colors within, the color of nothing and the color of everything. Many years ago, I watched as an eagle feather fell from the sky and landed not 50 feet from where I stood fishing on a cold riverbank. It was then that I knew that the same ancestors and the same creator that moved through the winds and waves of my home in Hawaii also moved through the mountains, forests, deserts, and stones of every land. When the infinite blue skies pour down with water to soak the earth, green emerges. Green are the trees and plants that root in the red soil. Green are the trees and plants that feed the red-blooded animals. Green are the trees and plants that refresh the blue skies. Green is the health and wealth of the world, the balance between the living colors. Like a lightning-struck ponderosa whose green needles continue to grow, green is healing. It is the color of strength through balance, strength through perseverance, and it becomes a promise of tomorrow. I had a dream in which I saw many living colors dancing inside a rainbow that the elders called Aloha. The Hawaiian word aloha in Western thought means love, compassion, to have pity, to have mercy, and is used as a greeting and a farewell. But clearly my dream suggested more. With an urge to travel on, I chose to hit the open road with my brother.
Trip, or 8-hour road trip coming up from here to Seattle.
The backseat ride allowed me time to contemplate this world of color we live in. We discussed the power and effect of blue, the third living color of the light spectrum, the expansive sky, the unfathomable sea, a color that cannot be grasped in one's hand. It is serene and forever comforting, the air we breathe and the water that feeds the trees. Mother Earth's aura projected for all to see. We got to Seattle safely, and I was met by an old friend.
Aloha.
I told her about the colors that were spinning through my mind and how I felt that there was a connection to the idea of aloha lying somewhere within. We had only one day to figure out what it was, one day to find aloha. Luckily, one day was all we needed to get there. It was right there on the map, waiting for us. We made it to the coast, and it was there that I realized that in our moments of greatest clarity, it is not color that surrounds us, but an embracing energy beyond color. It is the illumination of gold and silver. Gold and silver, the light of God, of the Creator, of the great force behind all creation. Gold and silver, the masculine and feminine that move through the universe in a wave of energy. The Father and the Mother. The plus and minus between which the many living colors vibrate, from which the white light of love illuminates. Standing on the beach surrounded by gold and silver, I felt somehow that I wasn't going to find aloha where I thought it would be. It wasn't going to be a place or a person or a moment. It would simply be a journey of understanding that all things are a part of everything.
we know we are not alone. We are one, yes, under just opposite Jerusalem.
Is this the town of Aloha?
No.
No? What is this place?
Village.
Village? Ooh.
There was two guys that went to college at Stanford, and it was part of the Dole family and part of a family that was from this establishment or in this area, and they came up with the name Aloha, and they opened up that mill over there. That was Aloha Mill, which was the biggest mill in the state of Washington back in 1904. 5 years ago, they closed down.
And they finally tore it out. Because the mill died, Harry.
You came up to work with them?
They cruised timber up here.
Are you still doing that?
No.
Talking with these people, I realized that a mill might close, that jobs and people may come and go, that a town named Aloha might not have anything to do with Aloha at all. Yet, Aloha, in concept, in its nameless essence, is always present. The desire for love, friendship, and a warm greeting lies somewhere in every human heart. And whether we know it or not, we are all connected like the colors of a rainbow. What does Aloha mean to you guys?
Fun!
Before we left our new friends, it was suggested to us that we drive further up the coast. The road would end in the small town of Chahola, a quiet Indian reservation.
It's a long straight stretch. Come back down the bottom of the hill, you get to Quinault River and Chahola.
The day was coming to a close, but we felt our trip would not be complete without making this one last stop. A magnificent river runs into the cold sea in Chahola. The quiet town rests on one side and a thick forest of pines on the other. The trunks of huge fallen trees lie scattered along the shore. It is a peaceful place that feels balanced and unhurried by the modern world. Waves crash to the shore after a long journey across the sea. It reminds me of home. It reminds me of how lucky I am to be alive. On the way back to the truck, I noticed something white amidst the tall green pines of the distant riverbank. I did not have to guess what it was. The great bald eagle had been expecting me since the beginning. The ancestors were there in Chahola. They were there to remind me that Aloha is everywhere. Sometimes you have to turn things around to see it. Sometimes you just have to look a little harder. But it's always there. For Aloha, translated literally, means a oneness with the breath of God. It is the rainbow of light that holds all colors within. It was good to be home. It was good to be close to the people and places I love most. When I think about it though, I guess wherever we go in life, we are always home. Because through the power of love, we are constantly connected to everyone and everything that has or ever will be. Always. No matter where we find ourselves in this endless universe. Like the colors of a sunset, we are all beautiful, complex, constantly changing refractions of the one great source. Aloha.